this place is unique. And you know why it's unique? Because there are big windows and there's sun in this building. Yes, I said the sun on Beacon Hill. Hey, welcome to the Whitwell Luxury Condominium building here in historic Beacon Hill, right across from the Massachusetts State House. Today, we're going to take a peek at Unit 3A. Come on in, we'll take a look. But before we go up to the unit, let me tell you a little bit about the history of the building. This building was an old mill building that once upon a time was purchased by Suffolk University, and it housed part of their law school. And so here was a gut rehab by the developer, and I'm telling you, this place is unique. And you know why it's unique? Because there are big windows and there's sun in this building. Yes, I said the sun on Beacon Hill. So let's go take a look at this private 14-resident building. Very private, concierge during the day, but very quiet. It's almost not like living in a building. It's more like living in a neighborhood in Beacon Hill. Hey, welcome to 32 DERNE Street, Unit 3. Wait till you see this beauty luxury condo here. Hardly ever lived in. Nobody has touched this place. Come on in. I want to show you how beautiful it is. And it's a great day because you get to see the sun in Beacon Hill, which is a rarity. Wait till you see the size of these windows. No more living in the dark up on the hill. So you can see here, this building is a complete gut rehab in an extremely unique location. Right across the street here, we have the State House and right into quintessential Beacon Hill. But look, the sun on Beacon Hill, can you believe that? Splashing throughout this front room. And as we're recording this, it is the middle of the supposed winter this year, and you can still see the sun. It's actually hot in here in the middle of the winter. And if it gets a little bit cold, we have the one-touch fireplace here. But what I like most about this room is it really is house equivalent. A lot of times when somebody's downsizing from the suburbs and they're coming to the city, it's usually not enough space. But look at this beautiful, I call it the ballroom. Look at this place. It is house equivalent. So if you can imagine coming out of your kitchen in a beautiful full-size dining table, and however you want to spread the couches out, make this a nice cozy focal point here. And again, quintessential Beacon Hill, Boston, right outside your window. Gourmet cooking over here. But I also like this. I think this is one of the unique features of this house. As you follow me over here, off of the main living, we have really what is the third bedroom, but the owners here have turned it into a beautiful swing room. So really, if you want a private office at home, here we are. You feel like you went to work right at the State House with everybody. So it's in the perfect Bostonian location. Plenty of Boston inspiration going on right out your window here. But it is a full suite. So if you are a downsizer or you have friends over, you have a nice pull-out couch here, you have your desk set up here, but you have a full bath. So you can have ensuite living in any of the areas in this property. But the key is it's well set off from the other bedrooms. So master living is not on top of this unit here. So if you do have guests or children, you're able to come in here and spread out. I think that's most important. Beautiful details, by the way, too, before we pass through this room completely. If you look up here, we have beautiful crown moldings with 12-foot ceilings. I mean, this is just a rarity in a building like this because it was once upon a time, I believe, an old mill building. Then it was a school building for Suffolk University, then a gut rehab into these beautiful luxury condos. But again, to the nines with the detail and the height on the windows. But come with me and I'll show you a little bit more. You have your half bath here, so for entertainment's sake, when we came through the door, a nice mudroom area, so no sacrifice. Again, when you're downsizing from a home and you're coming into the city to live, or you're just living in the city, you're not sacrificing any of the amenities of a real home. But again, given these big, beautiful, thick doors, there's a whole ensuite shutdown here. So for families that have a young child or they want to put their office right off of their master suite, we could shut this heavy door right here, and it's really soundproofed off from the rest of the home. Let's go see the master suite first. Let's take a peek here. Luxury bath, what you would hope for. Beautiful marble details, white cabinetry. So really, if you wanted to put your own spin on this bathroom, paint colors, the base is there. It's just a beautiful looking place. And a jacuzzi tub with multiple shower heads to die for, right? You can disappear into your own little spa. But really, again, here we go with the nice heavy doors, really nice trim work. The details in this building are really nice. You take a look at these oak floors, wide oak with a light stain on them, really first class. Walk-in master closet here, exactly what you'd expect with plenty of shelves. And what I like most about this is in the master area where the bedroom is, you wake up to quintessential Beacon Hill brick. And again, when the ivy's out, unfortunately, it's the winter where we're showing you this house, but the ivy grows right up there and you just feel like you are in Boston for sure. And you are, because it's a short walk to everything. So let's go show you some of the amenities. A fantastic one-of-a-kind roof deck is next. So here we are on the 7th floor, and we have an amazing roof deck. Let's take a peek at this. So you follow me out here, and we have an unbelievably sunny roof deck, which again, I'm gonna keep talking about this because I think it's super unique for Beacon Hill and I love it. So we'll call this Winter Beach. This is just a fantastic roof deck because here's why. When you look at some of the other roof decks, what you'll notice is they're old shanty wood crickety places to sit, and it feels a little bit creepy when you're walking up a ladder. But we just walked through the elevator, down a nice hallway, into this really beautiful, I call it the Whitwell Beach up here. And the ownership here, the attention to detail, the board of directors, beautiful furniture up here, and just a spectacular orientation to the sun. So when you look out here, you're looking into the back bay of Boston. You look over here, we have the famous, if we can get a peek over here, we'll come over here and we'll take a peek over the edge here. You can look over and you can see the famous salt shaker bridge over there, the Longfellow Bridge. When Longfellow used to come across the bridge to meet his girlfriend, who became his wife, over in Beacon Hill. How about that? Here we are in Beacon Hill. And then of course over here, not to be missed, this beautiful architecture of the State House. I mean, this is just what makes this location incredibly unique. To be able to come out here and sit up amongst the roof line of this beautiful historic building is just a thrill. And as you watch, the orientation to the sun, it might be a little tricky to see, as it just wraps over Beacon Hill and sets off into the west. You can really spend a nice afternoon up here. You bring your laptop, you bring your drink up here, whatever you'd like to do, and just relax. But here you have first-class roof deck space in Beacon Hill with the sun, he said again. So one of the best amenities of living in the Whitwell is that there is in the building, parking spaces. And in fact, there are 2 deeded spaces if you want to stack them. Let's go check it out. So here's one of my favorite parts of living in the Whitwell. You have parking inside. Nice security door here. Keeps us separated out. But as you can see, and for unit 3, we have a great space here. Indoors, heated parking, really nice. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a lift in here, but you definitely need low-profile cars. You couldn't put one of these big ones in here. You could put 2 of those right there because it is deeded for 2 spaces. Now, also what you'll see here as we walk through, it's not a big garage, so there's not a lot of traffic, and the concierge is great. If there's a little bit of overflow during the day, cars can be jockeyed, guests can be brought in here if you're bringing your groceries in, and right here is the big door to the alley. So right next door to the building, you come right down the alley and right into your private parking. And of course, if you have an electric vehicle, we can even hook you up with one of those.